So as a lot of you know, I do have a PlayStation 4 now, and a lot of people are wondering what I'm thinking about it. So I thought I'd kind of give you my first impressions so far. So this definitely isn't an in-depth review. I haven't really thought a whole lot about this, but I'm just going to give you a really generalization about what I'm thinking about the system. A lot of people have asked me, why did I pick it up whenever I did? Because I think I picked it up, I believe, in early January. I had told you that I was waiting on either an exclusive that I just had to play, or I was waiting for the right price point. And to be honest with you, I found the right price point. So the PlayStation is still $399 brand new. I found a refurbished one affiliated with Best Buy for $245. So I could not let it go because I haven't seen a PlayStation anywhere near that price. And this one came with a warranty. It was affiliated with a known company. So I jumped on it. I was a little concerned because they had said on the description that it worked, of course, but that it could be scratched up or dented or whatever. But whenever it came in, honestly, you can't really tell the difference between a brand new one and this one. It looks pretty much brand new. I couldn't find any real scratches on it besides very minor scratches where it looks like somebody tried to clean it. But overall, $245 for a working PlayStation. I could not let that go. Now, it did not include a controller, so I had to pick up a controller. I got one off of eBay. And then since I saved so much money, I also went on ahead and bought a camera. And then that way, if there's any games that come out that use it, or if I decide to do an in-depth review one day on the systems, then I've got all the necessary equipment here. So first off, let's start with the controller, because that was my main concern, to be honest with you, about buying a PlayStation, because I've got bigger hands, and in the past, I haven't felt comfortable holding the PlayStation controllers. But this controller, definitely happy with. All my worries have been alleviated. The controller feels heavier, especially compared to the PS3. My dad's PS3 controller, I felt like I would break it if I held it too hard. But this one, a lot sturdier, feels comfortable in my hands, and definitely plays well. The only complaint that I would have about the controller would be the battery life, because it is a little bit on the low end. I believe the only thing that lasted shorter than the orders campaign was the controller. I actually had to stop the campaign in order to charge it up a little bit in order to finish it. But other than that, solid controller. The other thing that I really like about the system is how responsive the user interface is. Like, you push a button, you want to go somewhere, it goes right there, and it's pretty darn quick about it. So I really like that. I wish everything would pop up that quick. The only thing that I wish was there that wasn't is currently suspend and resume feature. Once you try that, it's hard to not have it, and even though the PlayStation does boot up really fast and it does get back into the game fairly quickly, you just can't beat it being there and being ready to go as soon as you're ready. So I do hope that that is a feature that comes out pretty shortly. It's one that they've been promising for a while. As far as the games go, I haven't had time to play a huge portfolio of games. I've played The Order, of course, which had beautiful graphics. I've played First Light, which came with PlayStation Plus, which was a pretty good game to be included in that program, I thought. And then I also tried out some PlayStation Now, which is the streaming service, which we've talked a little bit about in the past. Now, we've talked before about the value of it and what my thoughts were going in, but as far as if you just look at the technical aspect of it, being able to stream gameplay, I was actually impressed with how responsive it was. There didn't really seem to be that much latency between moving the controller joystick and it happening on screen, even though you are streaming this game from a server somewhere. So I was actually impressed with how responsive it was. I honestly didn't try out any multiplayer games. I should have, but my trial ran out before I had time to. But I did play several games, and the resolution, or graphics didn't look that bad. I tried The Last of Us, NASCAR, and a few others. The only thing that happened was whenever I was playing The Last of Us, I had played for several minutes, and then all of a sudden, I'm not sure really what happened, but the connection did drop for a moment from the network, and so it knocked me out of the game. And then whenever I restarted it, it started all the way back from the very beginning. And so it didn't save that progress, which of course is one of the downfalls of streaming a game and not having it on your actual system. You know, you're actually playing that game on your system, your connection drops, well, you just keep on playing. But with this, your connection drops, you're completely knocked out of the game. But if they ever, you know, figured out the right price point or got the right games into the system, the technology, whenever everything is working, does work. So I was kind of impressed with how well that was set up. So overall, I've got to tell you, I'm pretty happy with my purchase, especially at that price point. There are definitely some games I want to play on this channel, and I'm glad that I finally got one so I can share more gameplay with you and talk more about Sony and PlayStation. So that does it for me, the Red Dragon. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Are you listening? Damn.